Welcome to a deep dive into one of physics' most elegant and impactful principles, Faraday's law of induction. This fundamental concept isn't just an abstract equation. It is the geometric blueprint underlying every single electric generator, from the smallest dynamo to the largest power plant turbine, that has ever brought light and power into our lives. At its core, Faraday's law describes how a changing magnetic field can create an electric current. To understand this, we first need to grasp the idea of magnetic flux. Imagine magnetic field lines as invisible streams. Magnetic flux is simply a measure of how many of these magnetic field lines pass through a given surface area. It quantifies the amount of magnetic field piercing a surface. Faraday's groundbreaking discovery was that if this magnetic flux through a surface changes over time, an electromotive force, or EMF, is induced around the boundary of that surface. This induced EMF is essentially the voltage that drives electric current, making it the heartbeat of all electrical generation. Mathematically, Faraday's law is expressed as epsilon equals negative delta phi b over delta t. Here, epsilon represents the induced electromotive force, and phi b is the magnetic flux. The term delta phi b over delta t signifies the rate of change of magnetic flux over time. The negative sign is crucial. It embodies Lenz's law, indicating that the induced current will flow in a direction that opposes the change in magnetic flux that caused it. Let's elaborate on magnetic flux itself. Magnetic flux, phi b, is defined as the integral of the magnetic field vector B dotted with the area vector dA over a surface S. Phi b equals integral of S b dot dA dA. For a uniform magnetic field passing through a flat loop of area A, this simplifies to phi b equals BA cosine theta, where theta is the angle between the magnetic field lines and the normal vector to the loop's surface. This angle is where the geometry truly enters the picture. Now, consider a simple electric generator. It consists primarily of a coil of wire, often rectangular, placed within a uniform magnetic field. This magnetic field is typically produced by permanent magnets or electromagnets. The magic happens when this coil is rotated by some external mechanical force, perhaps steam, wind, or flowing water. As the coil rotates, the angle theta between its area vector and the magnetic field lines continuously changes. Recall our simplified flux equation. Phi b equals BA cosine theta. Since B and A are constant for a given generator, the only variable dictating the change in flux is the cosine of this continuously changing angle. When the coil is parallel to the field, theta equals 90 degrees, cosine theta equals 0, and the flux is 0. When perpendicular, theta equals 0 degrees, cosine theta equals 1, and the flux is maximal. This cyclical change in cosine theta directly leads to a cyclical change in magnetic flux, phi b. Since Faraday's law states that epsilon equals negative delta phi b over delta t, the continuous rate of change of flux due to rotation induces an electromotive force that varies sinusoidally over time. This is precisely how alternating current, or AC, is generated. The mechanical rotation directly translates into an oscillating electrical output. The geometry is paramount here. The shape and orientation of the coil relative to the magnetic field are not accidental. They are engineered to maximize the rate of change of magnetic flux as the coil spins. Key geometric factors include the area A of the coil, which determines how much magnetic field can pass through, and the number of turns in the coil, which effectively multiplies the induced EMF. To maximize the power generated, engineers focus on several parameters. They use strong magnetic fields, high rotational speeds to increase delta phi b over delta t, and coils with large areas and many turns. Each turn in the coil adds to the total area through which the flux changes, directly increasing the total induced EMF, and thus the potential for higher power output. While we focused on a simple rotating coil, the underlying principle extends to all forms of electric generators. Whether it's a massive turbine spinning in a hydroelectric dam, a wind turbine catching the breeze, or the alternator in your car, they all operate by creating a relative motion between a conductor and a magnetic field to induce a change in magnetic flux. Faraday's law is a testament to the elegant interplay between electricity, magnetism, and motion. It's the unifying geometric principle that underpins the vast infrastructure of global power generation. Understanding that a simple change in the angular relationship between a magnetic field and a loop of wire can power our entire modern world truly highlights the genius of this fundamental law.